unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are.
How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion?
And look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are.
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political controversy, but her decision to perform at Donald Trump's upcoming inauguration has ignited a firestorm.
Country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion.
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has.
She stated that her performance is about unity, urging the country to come together and look toward the future. While some of her fans applauded her stance, others were deeply upset, feeling that her participation was a betrayal. But the real outrage didn't come from just social media. It exploded on The View, where the panelists, particularly Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin, tore into Underwood for what they saw as her normalizing a man they openly despise. The panel dissected her decision with the kind of snark and judgment that they have become known for, turning what should have been a moment of celebration into a national controversy. Underwood, however, isn't just sitting back and taking it. Instead, she's doing what few celebrities have dared to do, fighting back. Reports have emerged that she is suing The View for a staggering $1 billion, accusing the hosts of defamation and character assassination. And rather than letting the lawsuit drag on, she has reportedly decided to speed up the legal process, ensuring that the talk show faces real consequences for what she considers to be a deliberate and damaging attack on her reputation.
Support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion.
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has.
The hosts of The View wasted no time in criticizing Underwood. Behar, in her usual blunt style, questioned how someone could claim to love their country while supporting and normalizing a convicted felon who wants to destroy it. The panelists doubled down on their disdain, expressing disbelief that Underwood would participate in the event, and accusing her of being out of touch with the values of her audience. Their words were not framed as simple criticism, they were presented as an outright condemnation of Underwood's character, suggesting that her choice was unforgivable. This relentless on-air criticism wasn't just about Underwood's politics, it was personal. The panelists suggested that she was actively betraying her fans, painting her as a sellout who had abandoned the people who made her famous. They dismissed her call for unity, and instead framed her performance as a calculated move to align herself with a controversial political figure. The discussion quickly turned into an attack, with little room for nuance or fair consideration of her perspective. Underwood, however, wasn't about to let their words go unchallenged. Rather than issuing a public statement or engaging in a media back and forth, she went straight for legal action. Her legal team is reportedly arguing that the comments made on The View were not just opinions, but outright defamation, designed to inflict reputational harm and incite public backlash against her. The lawsuit alleges that the show crossed the line from fair critique into slander, damaging Underwood's career and standing in the music industry. Adding fuel to the fire, social media erupted in response to the controversy. Some fans were quick to cancel Underwood, claiming they would never support her music again.
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has.
To virtue signal to your audience of wine mums who think you're the moral compass of America, please.
Hashtags like Sacher cancel Carrie and Soch Carrie supports tyranny began trending, as people who had once celebrated her music turned against her in an instant. Meanwhile, her supporters fought back, accusing The View of hypocrisy and arguing that Underwood was being targeted simply for exercising her right to perform at a historic event. The divide was stark, with each side growing more entrenched in their views. Despite the backlash, Underwood remained poised. She took the stage at Trump's inauguration with the kind of confidence and professionalism that has defined her career. But even then, the controversy followed her. As she began her performance of America the Beautiful, technical difficulties arose. Her microphone cut out, the speakers crackled, and the sound team scrambled to fix the issue. Most performers might have faltered, but not Underwood. Without hesitation, she powered through, launching into an a cappella version of the song that silenced her critics and captivated the audience.
Spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans.
The moment quickly went viral, with fans and even some skeptics praising her for turning a near disaster into an unforgettable performance. But rather than acknowledging her grace under pressure, The View used the incident as yet another opportunity to criticize her. The panelists mocked her, suggesting that the technical difficulties were a sign that even the universe didn't want her performing at the event. They ignored the widespread praise for her resilience, and instead focused on questioning her judgment and decision-making. Underwood's legal team believes that this ongoing campaign against her is proof of malicious intent. The lawsuit highlights the impact that such targeted criticism can have on a public figure's career, arguing that The View's comments were designed to inflict real damage. The case could set a precedent for how far talk shows can go when discussing celebrities and political figures, potentially changing the landscape of media commentary moving forward. The stakes are enormous. If Underwood wins, The View could be forced to pay out a massive settlement, and networks might be pressured to implement stricter guidelines on how their hosts discuss controversial topics. If she loses, it could embolden media figures to continue engaging in unchecked public character attacks, knowing there are few legal consequences. While some critics argue that Underwood's lawsuit is an attempt to silence dissent, her supporters see it as a necessary stand against media bullying. They argue that The View has a long history of tearing down public figures they disagree with, often crossing ethical lines in the process. Underwood's case could be the wake-up call that forces the show and the broader media industry to reconsider how they approach political and celebrity commentary. Underwood is not just fighting for herself, she's fighting for every artist, entertainer, and public figure who has been unfairly targeted by the media. Her willingness to take on such a powerful institution is a testament to her strength and determination. Whether you support her lawsuit or not, it's clear that she is not backing down. As the case moves forward, all eyes will be on the courtroom battle between Carrie Underwood and The View. Will this lawsuit redefine the limits of media commentary, or will it be dismissed as an overreach? Regardless of the outcome, one thing is certain. This is a turning point in the ongoing battle between public figures and the press. Let us know what you think in the comments section. Is Underwood justified in suing The View, or is this a threat to free speech? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on this unfolding drama. Stay tuned, this is just getting started.